Well, give Houston credit. They thought they were the more aggressive team throughout the contest, and I think ultimately that made a big difference in the game. They get to the free throw line 32 times. We go 13. That kind of exemplifies a little bit of that. I thought Campbell really stepped up in the second half, as did Marche. They were two leading scorers, and then Foreman had, I'm sure, her best game of the year for them at the point. And both teams had kind of been struggling with point guard play, and she had a really great game. I'm sure that's a career high. Solid, got to the basket, had led the team in 4 assists. So, our bench picked us up, but you can see our starters, other than Jess, we didn't get much production there. And we tried to play everybody, and we were glad to get Maya Hawkins back on the court. This was her first action, and she was limited to 5 minutes by the doctor, but she should be ready to go once we get back from Christmas. So we will welcome her back. Question.
What are your thoughts on the point guard's performance today?
Well, it wasn't good. It wasn't where it needed to be, and really on both ends, offensively and defensively. And it was obvious they were going to attack early our point guard defensively, and we made some. Our post started helping us a little bit more on some of the drives, but we've had issues with stopping the opposing point guard all year from a defensive standpoint, and today was another example of that. And that's, I think Maya eventually will help us in that regard. She got a little antsy today and got 2 fouls first 2 minutes she was on the floor, but she's got a little bit more lateral quickness, and hopefully we can start containing the opposing player a little bit better than we have.
Were you surprised at your team's lack of aggression against UH?
Well, I don't know that we just seemed a little, and coming off of finals, a 15-day layoff, we had some kids that just didn't seem to react very well. They seemed to step slow, and I'm not surprised at that. I mean, I've seen it happen for years here, and it's always a big worry that you have having to take a 15-day break from your rhythm and your routine. And we played 10 games. We were one of the first teams in the country to play 10 games because we know we have this 15-day hiatus here for finals. So we were in a much more rhythm, playing every 2 or 3 days, and then you got to take all that time off. And we did get more practices in than we normally do. So I was hopeful, but in watching some of our warm-ups and stuff, numerous times in the first half we either fought our teammate for a rebound or fumbled the ball, and those are and shooting the ball. We shot the ball very poorly. We go for 9 from 3. I knew it was going to be a struggle. I'm disappointed we let them go 59% from the field in the second half, and that's lack of probably we start out fouling jump shooters, and just making poor decisions that ultimately caught up with us later in the game when the fouls started stockpiling.
I'm good.
Works for me.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas.